People think it might be an inside job. Do you think that blogs and podcasts have the right to post about what's going on in the streets? Stop thinking people aren't watching. You never know. You get thousands and thousands of people watching your story, but you don't know them and they know you. Don't join a gang in 2025, man. Because, man, I did. And what it do, what it is, what it was. This is your boy Pocho, one of the Pocho Podcast. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and support a real one in the field. Now, today, sad news in the Chicano rap, Latino rap entertainment scene, LA rap scene. Rest in peace to SUCKERFREE104. What they call dumps. Coming out of Lenox, California. Now, I don't like to talk on the dead, speak on the dead much, but I thought today would be a good way of showing an example of how you speak on the dead if you're going to, especially when it just happened, you know. But SUCKERFREE104 was a dope rapper coming out of West Los Angeles, a city called Lenox. It's kind of dear to me because over there was a swap meet called Plaza de Mexico where I would always go get my gear, my dickies, my shirts, all that. And also, sad to say, in Santa Rosa, California, where I'm from, South Park, we used to actually go at it with the guys from Lenox. Every once in a while, they would tag in our neighborhood, and then, you know, but I never got to see them face to face really or knew any of their names. But I did remember seeing Lenox and not knowing where the heck it was from. And at that time, never knowing. I never found out. I knew it was somewhere in LA. But then I moved to LA, and then I'm like, oh my God, it's like a whole little city. And there's all kinds of neighborhoods. And then there's like the biggest neighborhood, Lenox, you know, and their cliques. And so it was a trip to see the actual neighborhood, you know. And then there's another neighborhood called Angelino Heights. And they're in LA too. It's a small neighborhood, you know, by, I think, Echo Park. So it's a trip to see these fools banging in neighborhoods, you know. And now there's fools that bang LA neighborhoods here in Northern California. They've never been over there, though. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a little trippy, but I'm not trying to get all crazy and be disrespectful. Hoods are hoods. Everybody's active or not. It is what it is. But today, man, sad news. 104 Sucker Free was, you know, in his community rapping and tagging and having a great time. You see through his story that he went to Santa Fe Springs. The swap meet, he was kicking it with his friends, having a good time. Then he started tagging and dropping his location. And now a lot of people don't know if it was the, not Samoan Crips, but the Tongan Crips or his own people. People think it might be an inside job. And this is one of the things I just want to come up and talk about is that I do think that we should, if we are going to speak on the dead, man, blogs, just make sure not to be too crazy with it. He also got into it with the food community back in the day in LA Icon. Were posting kind of drama that was going on in his community, you know what I mean? And thinking that it was going too far. And that's a question I have for you guys. What can we post? Do you think that blogs and podcasts have the right to post about what's going on in the streets? You know, especially if they don't show their face. For me, I feel like at least, no matter what, bro, I show my face. So anything I say, I'm accountable for. And if you're going to get on the mic and start speaking about a man that you didn't really know like that, then it should be positive, especially if he's resting in peace. You know, and a lot of these vatos I've been talking about recently have been dissing, you know, BFD dissing Money Sign Suede, Money Suede Sign, Money Sign Suede. You know, after he's already gone. People diss TYS, people diss Travieso, and I was trying to give them an example that I never dissed Travieso even after he passed away, and he would troll me. How I started all this is I used to do lives on Instagram, interviews, and he would come in my lives and troll me, you know, but I kind of went back and forth a little bit with him, but it was more playful. When they're youngsters, I understand, you know, especially he's from another state. So, no disrespect, but it's hard for me to take fools from other states serious when they're banging California politics, respectfully. Probably how Southsiders sometimes feel about upstate Serranos, respectfully. But Sucker 104 passed away a day ago, 2 nights ago or something. I know he was friends with Duno. Duno did a dope hood vlog, so you can go check out his neighborhood. And you can see that the vato was humble. He was with the business, but he also was trying to figure it out, navigate these treacherous waters of Los Angeles, but also the gang life of Los Angeles. And I don't have that much to say, just that he was a great rapper. He seemed to be a great dude. He was loved by, you know, by few, maybe, and hated by many. And you see what happens with hate. And man, this is just the lessons I will tell you, rappers, though, is stop dropping your locations. Stop thinking people aren't watching. You never know. You get thousands and thousands of people watching your story, but you don't know them and they know you, you know? And so be careful, be vigilant. In these times, people are desperate. And if it was the ops, you know, the lesson to be learned is don't share so much on the internet if you're really like that. When we were growing up, we didn't even have social media. So it wasn't even something that we would do. But back then, it was like, that's why so many people have few pictures of back then, because it was like taboo to take pictures, you know. And if you did, you know, you're partying, having fun, it happens, of course. Or like, yeah, let's take pictures. But it wasn't like documenting everything we're doing, where we're at, all that. How we showed ourselves as being outside. You had to see us. You had to see our face outside on the corner. And that's how you build a reputation with your own homies and with the other side. But this, man, the whole world is just going to, you know, and I just think it's dangerous to be a rapper. But since 2020, man, but 2025, it is dangerous to be a rapper. We're losing people all the time. This is a regular thing to see a blog, boom, you wake up and boom, you know, another rapper gone. Second suggestion, don't be outside at 4 in the morning. And this isn't to disrespect 104. These are just things that we can learn. You either learn from life and make better decisions or you don't. So 1, don't drop location. 2, don't be outside at 4 in the morning. Doing God knows what, you know. Lock it in at like 11, 10, 11 o'clock, man, 12 o'clock. At the latest at the club at 2. Get them tacos and get up out of there, you feel me? Get them tacos to go. And if you want this fame, if you want this popularity, it comes with so much drama, people. So I don't wish this on anybody. But and I just think the third one is don't join a gang in 2025, man. Because, man, I did, and respectfully, I wish I didn't, man. It's just, but the thing is, for me, I'm going to see it out. I don't want to be, I never dropped in terms of prison, but I'm proud of who I stood with. I didn't gangbang hella hard, but the homies that I was with, they gangbanged really hard, and I did enough to be with them at least, you know? And it was treacherous, and I'm still dealing with issues. Sometimes I can't get jobs. Not because I don't have any felonies on my record, but just my reputation of being from a certain community. Because if you live long enough, you're going to have bigger issues than the ops or sliding on fools or seeing fools in public. You're going to have like taxes, house rent, you know, buying a house, car payments, insurance, you feel me? Health insurance, dental insurance, all that for your kids, soccer clothes, baseball clothes, all that. Trust me. So do not join a gang. Do not be with the homies. And this is what I'm saying about this glorification of hip hop and rap, gangster rap, that it ends up in just a couple places where all gangsters end up if you keep going. Death. A mental institution, a hospital or prison. Again, if you keep going in gangbanging life, because it's not real, it's not part of the real reality or the structure of how the world works, you will lead into death. A mental institution, a hospital, or prison, when you could be out here free, loving life. You know? So let's learn from the Vato's small mistakes. Let's salute the Vato for being a dope rapper, a dope human being in his community. And if you're gonna speak about somebody that passed away, show respect first. And if you're gonna say, hey, here, you know, these are some of the lessons we can learn, do it this way. I think is the best way to speak on people that have passed away. Be gentle with them. Act like their family's around. Imagine if you spoke like their family was right in front of you. I feel like everything I've said here, I could say in front of their family. And even with the constructive criticism that I have, I don't need to say it to them because they already know. They've probably been telling him. But I tell you, even from somebody was never a super gangster, it is hard. It's an addictive lifestyle. And if you have an ego, you're competitive, it's fun to bang it out in the streets, you know? But now I'm starting to get gray hairs, and it's time to kick back and try to help the next generation live for their hood, not die for their hood. Rest in peace to SUCKERFREE104, Dumps, Dumpy, Lennox, the whole community. Salute to his homies. I hope I didn't offend nobody. Salute to his family. And this is how you speak on the dead. This is your boy Pocho One, and I'm out.